Greetings, programmers. Lastly, we just finished a Find Friends an up-ramp diagonal, and I forgot to do the most fun part, right? Move this from to do to complete. It feels good to write complete there. And I believe that takes us to complete for all of our functions. Up inside chessboard, I didn't write that as complete. It is complete. We've been using it for a while, so I'll update that one. All of these are complete. If I go back to all the way to the top, we're complete, 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 complete. Yeah, these are all complete. Yeah, I'm back to where I'm at the up ramp diagonal. So our code is done. We have solved our problem. We're creating the output that was in our requirements. But I mentioned before, that's not really the focus of what we're doing. We wanted to investigate methods more. And so just about all of these methods have about 20 lines in them. And I think if I get rid of some white space, I can get just about all of them down to 20 lines. I will tell you the Find Friends and up ramp and Find Friends and down ramp diagonal, I'm not super excited about. You might be able to see, as I can see, that they look very similar. So if we take a look at the don't repeat yourself, the dry process, and it does look like we're repeating ourselves. I do think this needs to be refactored. Maybe I'll create another video about refactoring to handle that. But most of these functions are pretty short. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 there. So we are, between like 5 and 10 lines for most of these. But then, there's a few that are a bit larger. And as I built this, we started with just what's the output going to be, and then just once we were able to start running some of these methods, we identified which ones were complete and which ones were incomplete. And then sometimes we would start with 1 or 2 incomplete methods, and then by the time we were finished, we might have 3 or 4 because we might have created a few new functions, and some of them still needed to be completed yet. But when we're done, we have a fully tested program, and if we do find any bugs in a particular method, we can focus our efforts just on wherever those methods are, as opposed to having to deal with all of this code. How much code did we end up with? Well over 200 lines of code. So I hope that this was helpful for you, and you can see that the impact of using methods here is that these are much more maintainable, much more testable functions now. And I didn't start off with a flowchart even. I just started off with the requirements and then wrote as little code as possible to start building out those requirements, and just let the code lead me to where it wanted to go.